So this video is going to be about the food I make while camping, what food I make, how I make it, and how I plan it. I get a lot of questions on my spreadsheets that I use, so I'm going to share with you guys my food spreadsheet and how I have it set up so that you can recreate something like that for yourself. The program that I use, I actually like to use Google Docs. The reason why I like to use Google Docs is one, it's free, and two, I can access it from any of my devices. I can look at it on my MacBook, I can look at it on my phone, on the iPad, on a regular computer. I can also print it out and I can share it with people. So I can share it with my husband, I can share it with my mom if she's going camping, or any of our friends that are going camping, so that we can do the menu together, and we can also put on, you know, what we need to bring, and so everybody gets on the same page so that we don't bring too much food and we don't forget anything. Go ahead and show you my spreadsheet now and kind of what it looks like for this beach camping trip, which will be featured in this video. Okay, so like I said, I use Google Docs. This is what my document or my Google spreadsheet for the camping looks like. How I've categorized it is in the A spot here. I've labeled it as days. And I edit this spreadsheet every single time we go camping. So before we go, when I'm making my menu, I'll come in here and I'll switch the days. So this is for the beach trip, and we started it on Tuesday, July 5th. So I will put all of the days in first. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the day we came home. The next one I did is what meal it is. So like on Tuesday, because that's the day we leave to go camping, I have lunch and dinner, and then Wednesday breakfast, lunch and dinner, Thursday breakfast, lunch and dinner, yada yada yada. On the last day we just need a breakfast, and then we usually do lunch on the car depending on what time we get home. We always try to leave as early as we can, especially if it's a long drive, so that we can be home by lunch, or I'll make like sandwiches for the car. The third one here, this is where I put what we actually make. So on this trip, the first night we did hot dogs. We literally do hot dogs for the first night on every single trip. One, because hot dogs is the camping staple, and two, all the kids eat it, and it's so easy because once we get unpacked and we get set up and everybody's there, we always start a fire. And after the long day of traveling and cleaning my house and packing and whatever else we've had to do in the day, I really am not going to make a huge dinner, so we try to do something easy. And this is, the kids can get started if we're still setting other stuff. We just get the hot dogs and sticks out, start a fire, and go. That always seems to be the easiest for us, so that's literally what we do every single time. I kind of always switch the meals up. It just kind of depends on, one, if I have any ingredients for things already in the house, things that we need to use. If anybody's requested any specific meals for camping. This one, so let me just walk you through like the meals that we did on this particular trip. So as you can see here on the screen, Wednesday we did muffins and fruit, which just means I bought Costco muffins, and whatever fruit we had, bananas, apples, strawberries, raspberries, whatever, we just had that as an easy breakfast. We did campfire nachos, which was the first time we've done that. They turned out super good, and that's going to be a new favorite of ours because it was easy, it was yummy, everybody loved it. And then marinated chicken, everything that I make on here that I'll walk you through later in the video and kind of show you how I made it all. Eggs and hash browns, snack lunch. Basically snack lunch is whatever you want. This is what my kids' favorite menu is. It's basically a board with food on it, right? So berries, cheese, crackers, whatever you want. It's one of the things we do. Wood fire pizza. We did breakfast burritos on this trip. I forgot to record it, so I won't show you that in this video, but maybe on a future video, if you guys are liking this, I'll do some more of how I cook while camping. Sandwiches, because they're always easy. Barbecue drumsticks, pancakes, wood fire pizza for a lunch, the pulled pork sandwiches. And then the last day, we always try to do like an easy breakfast. Easy breakfast is always different. Instant oatmeal, muffins, toast, you know, just cereal, things like that, whatever we have on hand, whatever we have in the house. I usually take that toasted bagel, put some cream cheese on it, good to go, because those are the days where we're packing up and leaving. So Anyway, so on the next one here, this is where I put the ingredients. So after I have decided on all of the food that we're gonna do for that particular meal, I'll go through and I will put on what ingredients we need for that meal. So hot dogs, obviously, hot dogs, buns, and ketchup. Those are the main things that I take. If somebody else wants other things on there, if we're doing something special, I'll add that, but this one was just an easy go trip. We'll do that with all of the meals on here. Then I add in these last two is buy and pack, and this is for me when I print it out so that I can go through and check off the things that I already have in my kitchen and what I need to buy and when I buy it so that I don't forget to buy something. And then the last one is for packed. It's when I'm packing up my food. So when I'm putting all the things in my drawers or filling up my refrigerator, I can go through and check mark it when I know that it's done. That way I don't forget anything. And this is just how I am able to stay organized so that I don't forget anything for the trip and we have all of it. So this is how I do the spreadsheet. Like I said, Google Docs is really easy to use. If you've never used it, get on and play with it. I can go through and edit this every trip, and I can delete a line or add a line. So if I forgot something here, I can click here and I can insert a row, I can delete a row, and this is what I have to do every single time. This one's already made, so I wasn't gonna make you guys sit through the process of me making it. Also make a snack part. So these are snacks that we want to take to either add to a meal or to have in between when kids get hungry or when I get hungry, you know. So I put on here the little list of snacks that I like to just have on hand while we're camping. And of course I have that buy and packed one. And then I do the same thing with drinks as well. Again, this is just for me and this is how I keep things organized. It's how I've been able to do it. So I thought I'd share with you guys. If you want to see me edit one, I can always do a video on our next camp trip and you guys can kind of see how I go through and edit one. It's a little boring, so I don't know if you guys would want to see that or not, but if you do, let me know down in the comments and I can do a video like that for you. Starting with night number 1, we always do hot dogs, so that's what we're getting ready to make right now. Can you turn that back on? So we also have, what is that, macaroni salad? And a pasta salad to go with our hot dogs. Okay, so it's the first morning and I'm gonna make breakfast. And for breakfast today, we're having pancakes and bacon. I pre-mixed all of the pancake mix and put it in these little containers that I have so I can just pour it on and I don't have to mix it. And for bacon, I bought the Costco pre-cooked bacon. It's my absolute favorite bacon ever to have at home or for camping because you don't have to fully cook it. You basically just warm it up and it's delicious. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, first you start out with that test pancake. When that test pancake comes out, you add all of the other pancakes onto the griddle. So I'm doing that now. After this, we decided that we were gonna have hash browns and eggs with our bacon as well. So I went ahead and threw that on. Barrett, look at me.
I don't have a fork yet.
Oh, you need a fork?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you a fork. Jack, how are you?
Good.
Okay, so for dinner tonight, we are doing marinated chicken. So we have some chicken thighs and a couple chicken breasts. I'm going to marinate it in this Olive Garden Italian dressing with lemon and lime. I saw this recipe on another YouTube channel and it's super delicious. So we're gonna marinate it so it marinates all day and then we'll make it tonight on the grill or the fire. I haven't decided yet, but that's what I'm gonna put together now so it can get marinating. Okay, so I enlisted my mom's help with this one. First, we put all of the chicken into the bags. So I brought the chicken thighs and she actually had some chicken breasts in her fridge as well. So she brought those. We did tons of chicken. But we put them in these plastic bags and then we're gonna add in the Olive Garden Italian dressing and then we'll put in the lemon and lime, close them up, shake them up, and then we put them inside the cooler until we were ready to cook them later that night. Say hi.
We got a little lunch.
Okay, so I'm getting ready to prep dinner now. We kind of changed our plans a little bit with the food. We were gonna do baked potatoes tonight, but it's getting kind of late and they take a while to cook. So we're gonna do those with dinner another night, so I'm switching stuff up. So tonight I'm doing the chicken that I marinated this morning. We have some baby potatoes. I'm gonna make some foil packets with potatoes, and then we have a bunch of random vegetables, zucchini, Brussels sprouts, and I think some asparagus. So I'm gonna cut them up and season them and throw them in foil packs and cook everything over the fire. So that's what we're doing for dinner tonight. All right, so I brought all the vegetables that I had at home in my refrigerator to do this with. So I'm cutting up asparagus. Oh, I had one zucchini, some Brussels sprouts that were in my fridge, and then the baby potatoes. What I did with all of them is basically cut them all up, put them in a bowl, added oil to them. We use avocado oil for all of the oils that we have. And then I seasoned them. All of them were seasoned just a little differently, but mostly like Johnny's, pepper, some garlic seasoning, and then some of them had like herb seasoning as well. Then I put them in the tin foil and made little tin foil packets with all of them separately so that I could put them on the fire and cook them that way. I also cut up butter and put little chunks of butter on top of all of the vegetables before I closed up the tin foil. Okay, so everything is in foil packets. I'm gonna go throw them on the fire now and see how long it takes them to get done. So I have all of my foil packets and putting my chicken on the fire and letting them cook. Finished product of all the foil packs. They smelled so good and they were so delicious. So dinner is done and I'm excited to finally eat it. So first full day dinner that we cooked. Last night was hot dogs. This is today. We're excited.
Hi.
Chicken baby. For the gram.
So time to make some lunch. Today I'm making nachos. I started with the beans to heat up on the stove, and then I took tortilla chips and layered them with cheese, put chicken on the top, wrapped them in tin foil and put them on the fire. That's how they looked when they were done. Then I'm going to show you my plate, which is pretty plain, and then we'll show you Keith's plate that has all the toppings on it. Okay, you can take a bite.
We're probably gonna go down to the beach today, but we gotta eat first.
Okay,
Nice
so tonight for dinner we're gonna do the pulled pork. I have the pulled pork that we previously cooked and shredded and all that. I'm just going to put it in a tin like this. Throw some Kinder's barbecue sauce on it because this is the best barbecue sauce there ever was. And we're gonna put it on the fire and cook it until it's done. So easy dinner because we did so much prep work, and then we have pretzel slider buns to put on top. So here I am opening the pulled pork and breaking it all up in that pan on the fire. Let it cook for a while, then add barbecue sauce, let that caramelize, and then take it off and it's done. Done. I wish the camera showed a little bit better, but it was so good. What are you guys having for lunch? Lunchables!
Yeah.
Yum. Okay, this dinner was wood fire pizzas. If you want to know how to make them, I actually have a video on how I make wood fire pizzas if you want to go watch that. Okay, so for dinner tonight, because it's our last night, we're kind of doing a smorgasbord, if you will. Basically everything we brought that we haven't cooked, we're gonna do, and plus my mom went and got oysters, so we're having oysters, and boys are gonna have some mac and cheese and smash burgers. I'm making barbecue chicken drumsticks on the fire. We also have baked potatoes, corn on the cob, I think there's some leftover pasta salad that needs to be eaten. I think that's all. So we're just kind of cooking it all up. Because we're cooking everything on the fire, we're kind of doing like a really long multi-course dinner, if you will. So we'll cook one thing, eat that, cook the next, and there's enough for everybody, and we're just kind of making it a really fun last night. Sometimes when we do like a really long trip like this, because we're doing a 6-day, 5-night trip this time, we brought a bunch of food and we just want to cook it all so it doesn't go bad or that we don't have to take it home. So we're just cooking everything we have, and so last night is always a big whatever we have left, and that's what we're doing tonight. So I'll show you everything that we're doing and the different courses that we're doing it in. I got Keith to help me with this one. He shucked all of the corn. Then after that, he rolled it all into little tin foils. And then after we was done with the corn, he did the potatoes for me too. After we were done with that, we seasoned the chicken drumsticks with the Kinder seafood seasoning. After that was done, it was time to shuck the oysters. So here is Keith shucking all the oysters, putting them on the pan. Then he adds some butter in there before we stick them on the fire. While he was doing that, I put the corn and the potatoes on the fire. Then we put the oysters up on the grill grate there and cooked those until they were done. After those came off, we then put the chicken drumsticks on the fire. That's what you're seeing right here. I flipped them once, and this is what they look like after they flipped. And then I went through and did the barbecue sauce on them. I flipped them a couple times and recoated them, and this is kind of what they look like right before they were done. So while I did that, Keith made the smash burgers, and this is how it all turned out. And then finally, our potatoes and corn on the cob were done. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video to talk about the spreadsheet and all of the cooking that I did while camping. Well, all that I could get filmed. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. If you like these kind of videos and want to see more of the different things that I cook and how I cook them, let me know down in the comments. I can also go into more detail on different recipes if you want, so you can let me know that too. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you know when we have more videos coming out. We do have some more coming out soon. I'm going to do a video about the trailer covers coming up as soon as I can. It's going to be my next video, I believe. And we have another camp trip in like a week. So stay tuned for more videos. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments. Hit that like button for me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.